Hey everyone, so today I want to talk to you about the first episode of Torchwood. When I did my Torchwood Miracle Day review a couple of months back, a few people had requested that I talk about the individual episodes from Torchwood as I do with Doctor Who. And I was gonna, I just never got around to doing it, but finally I rewatched the first Torchwood episode last night. And I have seen this episode countless times, it's one of my favorite. I haven't seen many series 2. I've seen most of them, but I was kind of like half asleep when I was watching them all. But I've seen most of series 1, and this one has always been one of my favourites. I think it's a really great introduction. It starts off with a dead body and the scene where the rain's all pouring down and the blood minging, but it works really well and you're sucked in straight away and you're thinking, alright, what's going on here? And then, you get in the special ops, i.e. Torchwood, and they come hurtling in their SUV and you're kind of wondering, who are these guys? And the whole episode is from the eyes of Gwen Cooper, PC Gwen Cooper. And as she's learning, she's just discovered these people and she's like, what on earth is going on there? But you brought him back to life and all this stuff. And it's very scary and you're just as curious as Gwen. So as Gwen is learning, we are learning. And that's pretty much the theme for the first couple of episodes until Gwen sort of finds her feet with Torchwood, I find. But I'll obviously talk about the progression as we go through the episodes. And we're learning with Gwen and I really like that. We don't know everything about everything, which I love. There are some TV programs where you start off and instantly you can work out who is in charge and what's going on there and what their role is. With Torchwood, it's not as clear as that with the first episode, and it is a learning process. And there are a lot of exciting little things going on there. And I mean, that is typical for any Torchwood episode. We're always given something fresh and new. And the Weevils, my goodness. Oh, when the Weevil bit into, well, no. The Weevils are very weird characters. Not really bothered about the fact that they've become an iconic Torchwood character now. You think Doctor Who, Cybermen, Torchwood, Weevils. Well, I should have said Doctor Who Daleks, what an idiot. But Doctor Who, Daleks, Cybermen, Torchwood, Weevils. The Weevils are really weird, This first episode is a little bit of a wild goose chase. You've got Gwen trying to find the Torchwood team hiding from Gwen. You have the whole retcon thing, which I loved. And she was typing it on the computer and I'm thinking, why didn't you just write it down? Because then Ianto can't go and delete the whole thing. This video will contain spoilers, by the way. I should have said that. But I'm fairly sure if you're watching a review of it, you've probably already seen it, if it's an in-depth review, which this is probably more. Also, I love Owen. I love him so much. He is so Welsh. And, it's kind of an obvious statement, but his Welsh accent is one of the most beautifully thick Welsh accents I've ever heard. And the Welsh accent is my favourite accent, so I love it. So he just makes this fantastic. Obviously Eve is Welsh, but it's not as strong, I don't think. Tosh, had they all took home a different item. I think Tosh's reading thing, I could really be doing with one of those right now. Just put it on the book, put it on the laptop, and read a book in a matter of seconds. I could really use that. That would be great. This first aired, October 2006, so that's what, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, quite a long time ago. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's that long ago. I remember the first episode coming on TV. I did watch it as it aired, and I'll be honest, I think I was a bit young to engage with it. This is an adult TV program, even though there are Torchwood toys for kids. This is an adult show. I think the certificate is 18, it could be 15 on the DVDs, I'm not too sure. But it's post-Watershed anyway. And I just, first of all, detective shows, I love. Cop shows, I love. Doctor Who, I love. This basically combines all of those and gives us Torchwood. Obviously, the main attraction here is Myles and John Barrowman. The rest of the cast are great. Gorman is fantastic in this. What's his face is Ianto. What's his name? It's in the back of my mind. It'll come to me before the end of the video, I hope. I love Ianto, he's so great, and but yeah, the main attraction for this is Barrowman and Eve. Can't wait to talk about the next episode. I've seen the next episode, the next 2 episodes I've seen 1,000,001 times. The episodes after that I've only seen once, I think. I can't wait to talk about the next one. I do love it. There's a particular scene I very like, but more on that when we get to that one. Yeah, but let me know your thought on oh yeah, also there was mention of the Cybermen for the Doomsday episode and also the Ziggurats. I love that little Doctor Who reference there. But let me know your thoughts on the first episode or Torchwood in general, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!